What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Top Heavy, and today we're doing something a little different. We're gonna do a what's in my bag today so that you can see what I'm carrying around when I go shoot these vlogs. So we'll start off with the bag itself right here. This is a Peak Design Everyday Sling 5. I like it because it doesn't look like a normal camera bag. It looks basically like a sort of a normal satchel, bike messenger sort of bag. It's not too bulky. It's got a really cool material. It's well done. It's a really dope bag. The material outside is tough, so it can handle bumps and scrapes. And the one thing I would say that I don't like about this is that there's not two zippers. So if I want to grab something that's on one side, I have to open the zipper all the way over to the other side instead of being able to just open it on one side or opening it on another. So that's the one sort of issue I take with the bag, but other than that, it is great. So let's get into it. In the front pocket, we're gonna have a lens cleaner brush. You see the brush, and then we've also got sort of a microfiber little ballpoint end that you could clean your lens with. You gotta make sure you keep that because when you're on the go, sometimes just you get a fingerprint on there. If it starts to drizzle, you may get just like a couple of drops of rain. So you definitely want to keep something of that nature in your bag. We got our batteries. You always got to keep batteries. I tend to shoot, stop. It's not something that I just kind of let run, so I don't go through them as quick, but you definitely don't want to be out there without one. Also have this wrist strap, Peak Design wrist strap. I'll show you how that works in a little bit. And then I've got a selfie stick. This one is specific Insta360. It is an invisible selfie stick that goes along with the first camera that we have in the bag, your action camera. So regardless of what brand you have, you always want to keep an action camera with you. One, because it's small, so it's discreet. And nowadays they have really good stabilization. So if you're walking around on vacation, or if you're doing a vlog about eating and you're on the street, or you're doing street food or travel, these are great because they stabilize really well. They have a wide view. This is the Insta360 1R. It's actually a 360 camera. I just got it, so I'm learning how to do it. But this is, you can substitute this with a GoPro or any of the sort of action cameras. Sony has one as well. So always keep one of these. It's great for food also. If you're in a restaurant, you don't want to be busting out a big camera, you can use this. But the quality on these aren't always the best. So, you got to keep that in mind. If you're looking for those real creamy, good shots, this probably isn't it. This is the M100. With the 22mm Pancake Lens. It's great because the lens lends itself to food. You can get up close, but don't have to be all the way up on it. It has a good depth of field, and being a 2.0 aperture, you can use it pretty well in low light, so in restaurants it will perform better than most lenses. The M100 is very basic, so not a lot going on, and sometimes, even though I'm pretty basic,
You're basic.
this one is too basic. But for food, when you're in a restaurant, you can hold it in your hand like this. It's tiny. You just hit, record, and you can just kind of do everything like that. So again, I was going to show you this wrist strap, and these little red things on the end. They clip together like this. So now you have a wrist strap that you can put on and do it. I use it on the M100 because, as you can see, there's no grip, so it's just a little bit harder to hold. But once this is on here, you can kind of let it dangle. You won't worry about dropping it. And then to get it off, it's very easy. You just press back down on this button, slide it off, and there you go. The one thing that I noticed, and so why I keep it on this one also, is when you're walking, these little round parts will bang against your camera and ruin lots of shots, which is not something that you want to do. Nothing like going on a vacation and coming back and having all of the audio having little clicks. Boom, 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 boom. Drive you insane when you're editing. So keep in mind, when I'm doing my food stuff with this, is usually going to be with music over it, so I'm not really worried about it. But keep that in mind if you do go with the Peak Design. So after the M100, we've got what I consider to be the best vlogging camera out there, at least for the money and for how I vlog and how I shoot, the Canon M50. It has the flip out screen, which is awesome. It's got enough dials and things where you can adjust any of my f-stops, shutter speed, ISO, that kind of stuff. It's got some manual buttons back here that I've customized so I can put what I need there. So I'm at this point, it's great for travel. I have the big lens on there. As you can see, the barrel goes out pretty far. And this is a 18 to 150. What I like about this is at 18, you can do vlog style and get yourself. But then if you also need to, as you're on the go, zoom in and, you know, not be intrusive, if you're at like a farmer's market or you want to get, you know, some zoom in shots, you have that ability. It's not necessarily the best for low light, but if you're during the day, you're walking around, this is the way to go with this lens. So yeah, great camera for travel, for vlogging. As you can see, it's small, it fits in your hand, despite the fact that I've got this large barrel on it. Even with the barrel all the way out, it still, you know, sits in your hand. So, you know, this is one of the larger mirrorless lenses. And we've got the microphone. You gotta have a microphone when you're going out. Get that good audio. It's Movo. You can take the wind muff off if you're not outside and you're using it inside. Or if you just wanna be a little bit more discreet, it goes on the hot shoe. And then last, you know, you gotta keep, if you're gonna be outside, you gotta have your ND filter, neutral density filter. It acts as if they're sunglasses for your camera. Adjustable, so it actually will get darker and lighter, so you can use it in different types of environments. And that's it. So that's what I carry sort of on a basic day. If I was gonna go out vlogging, if I'm gonna hit a restaurant, I'm traveling, that would be just sort of the basics. So until next time, Top Heavy out.